the Tigers head coach here pregame. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Ducks ready to kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Wilson. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air, it's Levitt. There's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Well, that's a great play by the defense, and that's one the quarterback obviously wishes he had back. I think sometimes as a QB, your success from the previous game can carry over, and it forces you to be a little bit reckless, right, David? I mean, he had a big one last time out, and he's looking early in this game on the first drive to get a big chunk play right out of the gate, but he throws that one into coverage, and the defense makes him pay for it.
Well, and how about talking to this defense before this game? They talked about, can they make something good happen early? If they could, maybe they could rattle him a little bit. Everything went well for him last week, and so good job by this defense striking early. Hopefully it'll develop some confidence with this D and maybe a little bit of hesitation with the QB.
You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season. You're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
And the Ducks will try to move the sticks on 4th down. More to throw for it on 4th down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And, man, this offense is going to be so much fun to watch. How fast can they get it to click, right? Because Every single player that we're going to highlight, whether we do talk about the receivers right now, they're all new. The offensive line's all new. The quarterback's new. Everyone in this program is new, Palmer, and it's on Kiffin to make it work and make it work quick.
Well, the one thing you know is with this Lane Kiffin offense, these receivers are going to get theirs. They're going to get catches, and you got a really good
Snags it, and there's running room. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Looking for the score. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in that end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Moore, play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bear. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking for room. It's Davison. Might have a chance. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Running inside. It's Hill. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago, Davison and Hill Jr., who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like what you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are committed, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having Moore come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon. A lot of ground.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Grabs a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Right back to the well. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But
reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to...
There's a crease. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Oh, nice play to get the squib kick inside the 20. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Here's more to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown LSU. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Has it back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Dante Moore. That's caught. It's Stewart. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, I know at the end of last year, a lot of people were wondering what was going to happen with Dante Moore. Was he going in the draft? People were talking about him being the first overall pick after that blowout loss in the playoff to Indiana. He decided to come back, and no one is happier than Dan Lanning at Oregon and the fans. And by the way, this quarterback room now, David, loaded. Of course, they got Dylan Raiola from Nebraska as well.
Yeah, and Dante Moore, to me, like, does he take that next step? And you saw flashes of Dante Moore where it's great. Like, it is elite of elite. The Iowa game a year ago, when you needed it, had to have a play he can make it. Can he continue to be that guy consistently and not make some of those mistakes? Because there is no denying this dude's talent. It's upper echelon level. It's first-round draft pick type stuff.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
With the catch, it's Griffin. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And now on second down for this offense. They'll send the back in motion. Moore. Caught near the sticks. It's Hill. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Dante Moore wants to throw again. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Moore will throw. The short hands, it's Johnson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice.
Makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Looking to the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. The 50. The 40. At the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown LSU. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5?
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing Moore. Quick completion on the out. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Now Oregon will call it second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
As a defense, you get so excited with those third down stops, and you throw the fist in the air.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Moore to the air again. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to...
A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And the extra point was good. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bear. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Using his legs, it's Davison. There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look in on BYU, taking on the number 23 team, the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's BYU getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team.
Here's more to throw.
They now sit at a sterling 5-0 on the season, keeping their unbeaten streak going.
Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Moore to the air. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 40. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking up the 47.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down. Dante Moore. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half. Almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Raiola to the air again. Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive of this second half. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack.
Leaping grab for a big gain. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards,
he's got it way down the field. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Durham. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers!